Prominent businesses and the fields of marketing actually capitalize on the reminiscent feelings we feel, and this is what we are going to drive through today. Good day to our fellow researchers in this year's DLSU Research Congress. We are Francisco Burgos III, Leonard Espiritu, Averymae Fernandez, Gabriel Garingalao, and Kyna Palattao. And we are going to present our study entitled Drive-thru Memory Lane: Nostalgia as a Marketing Strategy of Television Advertisements of Fast Food Chains in the Philippines. To give a short run-through of our trip down memory lane, we will start by giving a brief context of our presentation, to be followed by the presentation of related literature. This is then followed by the methodology employed for the study and the corresponding results and discussion. Considering the current situation at present and the ever-growing competition in the market, businesses must do what they can to thrive. With the continuous emergence of business firms, it is necessary for these firms to implement strategies that may help them achieve brand differentiation and brand distinctiveness. Brand differentiation refers to a business firm setting itself apart from its competitors by highlighting a product or a brand-specific key aspects. On the other hand, brand distinctiveness encompasses establishing recognizability and uniqueness in a brand. To achieve brand differentiation and brand distinctiveness, marketing strategies must be implemented. Developing and delivering an effective marketing strategy requires knowing a business's target market. Television advertising, a marketing strategy that uses audiovisual means to communicate to consumers, can reach a vast number of consumers, albeit with the short time slots allotted for the airing of commercials. Amidst the emergence of other media platforms and the internet, television also still remains as the go-to media platform of Filipinos. 96.6% of Filipinos watch television daily. Therefore, the prevalent exposure of Filipinos to television daily imposes an opportunity for business firms to invest in television advertising. May I now call on Averymae to discuss the related literature.
Nostalgia marketing is the stimulation of consumer emotions by sparking a certain memory from their past through the use of sight, sound, smell, taste, and/or touch. It is predicated on the experiential marketing approach, which focuses on advertising the traits indirectly associated with the product being advertised and also considers the five senses. The term nostalgia was first coined in 1688 by Swiss physician Johann Hofer, with its original definition referring to a mental illness relating to homesickness. It was not until 1979 that nostalgia became associated with marketing practices in the work of Fred Davis. Further analysis on the connection between nostalgia and marketing was probed by the late Barbara B. Stern. Presently, nostalgia is referred to as a general longing for the past, most especially one's childhood. This definition is what drives the marketing practices of businesses today, even during the escalation of nostalgia marketing in the 1990s to 2000s. Due to COVID-19, many businesses had to be creative in promoting and positioning their products while prioritizing the health and safety of their employees and customers. Such creativity was manifested using the power of nostalgia marketing. It is safe to assume that the early 2000s were dominated by millennials. Due to this, it is only natural that millennials are the primary target market of businesses when employing the nostalgia marketing approach. In 2017, Lucky Me Pancit Canton's Our One and Only marketing campaign was received well by the general public due to the reunion of iconic rom-com pair Bea Alonzo and John Lloyd Cruz. Having the famous love team front the campaign tugged at the teenage heartstrings of Filipino millennials. We can say that Lucky Me Pancit Canton made maliciously good use of a generation's teenage memories in guaranteeing the success of an advertisement. Another nostalgic brand is Coca-Cola, the company that produces the globally famous soft drink. It has become a Christmas must-have at any Noche Buena table, along with their iconic Christmas campaigns. Moreover, Coca-Cola pulls on the Filipinos' value for family, embellishing the brand as a symbol of togetherness. Pressing on, the use of nostalgia marketing in the Philippines is largely driven by the exploitation of pop culture and Filipino values. The researchers focused solely on television advertising in the Philippines. This study focused on the television advertisements of two prominent fast food chains, Jollibee and McDonald's, over the past 10 years. Television commercials past the 10-year time frame and businesses other than Jollibee and McDonald's are out of the scope of the research.
Thank you very much, Avery. So we are now going to talk about the research gap. So basically, as discussed, the earlier literatures, namely Lacuni Pancit Canton and Coca-Cola, on nostalgia marketing were mainly focused on enumerating several television advertisements on specific time rather than longitudinal reviews and analyses. As such, the aforementioned brands or instances of use of nostalgia for marketing different brands may not be conclusive to the results that could be formed upon examining the cases of Jollibee and McDonald's. So now let us move forward to the methodology of the research, mainly because this is a longitudinal review and analysis of two big names in the fast food industry in the Philippines, namely Jollibee and McDonald. We made use of content analysis to examine the television advertisements produced by these two names. Content analysis mainly is the production of a summary of texts and their analysis via the use of both pre-existing categories and emergent themes to be able to posit or contest an existing theory. So the writers, we reviewed, analyzed television advertisements of the aforementioned brands. As mentioned by Avery earlier, any commercials or any advertisements produced by these two brands past the 10-year time frame are not included. Hence, we started from 2010 until 2020. The advertisements produced congruent to the set scope and limitations of the recent study, which is nostalgia marketing. The authors or we reviewed the advertisements and took note of recurrent patterns and themes in the said medium. So several themes surfaced during the review, and these themes will be discussed by the next speakers.
So let's now dive into the case of Jollibee. The Filipino community is no stranger to Jollibee's TV commercials, as they easily view Jollibee's branding towards Filipino values, which highly reflect on their marketing and advertising. Various select Jollibee commercials during the Valentine's season start off with the prompt saying, "Inspired by a true story," which signals common nostalgic experiences of unrequited, old, first, and new love, among others. Apart from these, other advertisements, such under the Kwentong Jollibee series, utilize the common theme of Filipino experiences and values, such as family sacrifice. The vast use of themes by Jollibee spark a nostalgic tone towards its commercials, which leaves viewers reminiscing about similar experiences. Though Jollibee initially uses nostalgia through its commercials, Filipinos already view the restaurant itself as nostalgic. According to Outfielder, the restaurant is a staple where every Filipino can share their own Jollibee experience.
Filipinos are just as familiar with McDonald's commercials as they are with Jollibee's. In select McDonald's TV commercials in 2012, 2014, and 2019, childhood experiences with one's father are used as a common theme. Driving for the first time with an individual's father, or being rewarded after each good deed, are just some significant or paternal experiences that are carried by individuals throughout life as fond memories. McDonald's also utilizes the experiences of Filipinos during the Yuletide season as a nostalgic theme in their commercials. The long lines at stores and shopping malls, purchasing gifts, food items, and decorations needed at the last minute for the Yuletide season are events that most Filipinos can relate to. More often than not, the aforementioned themes utilized by McDonald's spur and stimulate the sense of nostalgia in consumers who can relate to these themes. Although nostalgia is not the brand's main marketing strategy, it is fair to say that whenever nostalgia is used as a marketing tool, it never fails to rekindle consumers' fond memories and stimulate their sense of nostalgia.
So nostalgia marketing relates to a lot of individuals because when people care, they are more inclined to take action. Much of nostalgic marketing is currently centered around the experiences and memories of customers. Jollibee and McDonald's advertisements are centered around three common themes, namely family, love, and the Filipino culture.
And these themes hold special interest to Filipinos because these three themes are very relatable to them. In addition, Filipinos commonly hold good memories and feel fondness when interacting with advertisements that reminisce about these themes. Arguably, this is why this marketing strategy spurs positive reactions from consumers as they relate to these advertisements that portray memories and experiences close and dear to their hearts.
To conclude, businesses must integrate various marketing strategies to strive amidst the highly competitive business environment. Marketing strategies create brand distinctiveness and brand differentiation. Hence, these strategies help improve the engagement of consumers on a brand a business firm aspires to offer. Television advertising, which is pervasive in nature, is an example of a marketing strategy. Moreover, nostalgia marketing is a marketing strategy used by businesses to invoke positive yet strong reminiscent emotions among consumers.
Both Jollibee and McDonald's have each of their own characteristics and styles when it comes to advertising. They both possess similarities in the commercials when it comes to storyline, theme, and message of the commercials that they want to put out, and these revolve around family, love, and the Filipino culture. Both Jollibee and McDonald's utilize nostalgia as a theme by creating storylines that spark common Filipino experiences, which include nostalgic experiences and different seasons and holidays in the Philippines.
Undeniably, nostalgia marketing tends to have a significant impact on consumers who can relate to the advertisement. It is a strategy that brands utilize in order to draw in sales through the stimulation of consumers' emotions. Jollibee and McDonald's are just two companies that maximize the potential of this marketing tool. If it's used correctly, just as McDonald's and Jollibee have over the years, the positive effect of nostalgia marketing on the sales of a company would be irrefutably convincing.
Transitioning from marketing ideologies predicated on consumer statistics to one based on human emotion sets a crucial tone for the future of business operations. With the entire world confined in their respective homes due to the pandemic, the call for having a sense of familiarity is strong. This implies that nostalgia marketing will continue to generate customers and sales for the duration of the pandemic. Moreover, with the strategy in question being based on consumer emotion instead of industry statistics, businesses can create a more intimate relationship with their customers, thus also increasing customer loyalty.
And that concludes our presentation entitled Drive-thru Memory Lane, Nostalgia as a Marketing Strategy and Television Advertisements of Fast Food Chains in the Philippines. We would like to thank the Department of Accountancy and the Department of English and Applied Linguistics for making this presentation possible. And of course, De La Salle University for giving us the opportunity to present this presentation. Should you have any questions regarding the paper, please do not hesitate to contact our corresponding author, Francisco Burgos III. And we would like to say thank you very much again. Stay safe wherever you are and have a wonderful day.